walking across the French Broad River Bridge, leaving Hot Springs. Wow, neat. Sleeps here. Day 30. Kind of got a late start. I wanted to make sure I got some things tied up there in town, resupply food, and anyway, wanted to make sure I had plenty of supply before I left. So this is a cool spot right here next to the French Broad River. Huge rock outcrop. Wow. Good stuff. This is a pretty amazing river. Much larger than I thought it was going to be. Today, Trail Talk is going to be just me standing here. Wanted to make sure I got up above the French Broad River because it's such a powerful river you can't hear me talk. But anyway, you can see Hot Springs behind me, and it's just a beautiful place. Hot Springs is a great town. They're really friendly to hikers, and anyway, instead of calling it Trail Talk, I should be calling it the Hot Springs Public Library Talk, because all the hikers were gathered there because that was the only place you could get good Wi-Fi service. Anyway, the talk today, man, there's another winter weather event happening. That's the other reason I delayed my departures, trying to decide whether or not to stay another night. As we looked at the weather forecast, staying another night's not going to buy you anything other than delaying the reality of being in the snow. There's a lot of hikers that are staying, and the place is full. A lot of folks there, so we'll see if I made the right decision. It's supposed to start raining shortly, as you can see the skies, and the rain is supposed to turn to snow overnight. I think tonight maybe 2 to 3 inches and 3 to 5 tomorrow. But what I failed to mention a minute ago is coming up out of Hot Springs, there is a 2,200-foot climb. Man, it has been pretty steep and rocky. Another point that's very important to hikers, and I want to mention it about Hot Springs before I move on, is the phone service. Man, the reason all of the hikers were congregated around the public library is that there is no phone service for AT&T, and not even the beginning of a bar. So Verizon, barely, maybe. But Wi-Fi service, there's a lot of places that say free Wi-Fi. You might be able to get email, and you might be able to get a text message out with it, but that's about as good as it gets. The only place that has Wi-Fi, especially to upload anything, the only place that has that kind of Wi-Fi is the public library. Trying to reach Spring Mountain Shelter, or at least in that area. Hoping to find a campsite there. I'm sure the shelter is going to be full. even especially with the bad weather. I think it only holds 5, so I'm not planning on staying at shelter for sure. And anyway, I think it was about 11.1 miles from Hot Springs. So anyway, we got a little ways to go. Might even be after dark when I get there. As I was hiking today, I ran into a gentleman, and he was telling me about his son and how he was dealing with a stress fracture on his shin. Wow, it got me to thinking I need to be careful with mine. So I have to tell you, I am being a little lighter and taking shorter steps, and maybe a little lighter on my footfall, as I was talking in a video ago. And anyway, just trying to make sure I'm not putting any type of stress on my right shin, because I don't want to deal with a fracture. So anyway, I have slowed my pace. I have climbed up into the fog. The wind has picked up. The rain has begun to increase. Wrapping up day 30. Wow. Today's been a mixed bag. Had a great hike coming up out of Hot Springs, beautiful. A lot of good views. Then all of a sudden it started getting foggy, rainy, and windy. So our prediction of winter weather could be true. I just hope my hammock doesn't get blown away tonight. It's gonna be crazy with all this high wind. But anyway, I appreciate you watching. This is Sleeves. Keep hiking.